What's going on, Road Runners? It's your boy C-Dub, aka Whit, coming at you guys. Hey, this is my first video back in a very, very long time, and I am super excited to share CBR season opener, Dominguez Hills, race 1 of 6 with each and every one of you today. I would ask that you all would comment, like, and subscribe, and I lean in heavy on the comments. I would rather you comment than you subscribe. You know, everybody talks about subscribe. I've been there. I've done that. This is really just my way of connecting with you all once again. And let's get this race started. All right, we are underway. And this is the Category 4-5 event at 0700 hours. And yeah, it was like 52 degrees. So looking at the screen, we got all the information that I like to share with you. So top left is going to be what the degrees is for the day. The bottom left is going to be our miles per hour. And at the bottom, we're going to have our heart rate as well as our watts, the power. Moving on over to the right, we're going to have our revolutions per minute or our cadence. And then you have the top right, which is going to be the course to include our laps. The laps are also going to be tracked with how fast we are going, you know, meaning how many minutes it takes us to complete the lap. So right now you've seen that we have gone through the first 2 turns of this 4-corner crit. And my goal for today, I'm going to be totally honest with each and every one of you. As we progressed back into the season, my very initial goal with racing for the first maybe quarter of the season was to just get top 20 finishes. And as we began to get closer and closer to race day, I was like, you know what, let's go for a top 10. And then as we were like a day or two away, I was like, you know what, I feel good. You know, I've been consistent. Let's go for a top 5 and or a podium finish. And so coming out today with the temperature being 52 degrees, I know that that's nothing compared to the East Coast, but out here in Cali, if it's less than 60, it's cold. So we just went through turn number 4 and we are working our way to the start finish. And this is like maybe like a 1% little false flat up to the start finish. And I may in the future put the percent gradient on here. So let me know again in the comment section what you all would like. So let me know, this is the first video of the season. Let me know if you want me to do like a vlogger style video, or if you want me to continue to upload these more trainer style videos. Having been watching a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of people are doing these trainer type videos, not much vlogger style. And if you've been with me for the long haul, you know that each race day, I would present the Roadrunner family 2 videos, one being a vlogger video, and then the second would be a training style video of the full race from start to finish. With that being said, as you saw, we went through our first lap, and that first lap, you saw me pop off, come across the line second, because I was trying to go for MAR points. I think it's like most aggressive or most active rider. And so I was encouraged to try to go for the green jersey, which is the most active rider. So I tried it. But again, seeing what I felt like after doing that, I was like, and this race was actually, the average was 25.9 for average speed. I was like, I don't see myself snagging majority of these 13 laps. So I just kind of tucked back in and raced what race came to me. So we just went through turn number 3. And yeah, I'm trying to stay in the draft. I am currently 251 pounds, probably one of the largest racers in this event for this day. And the date was January the 19th. And so, yeah, so just sitting in, tucking in, and trying to stay out of as much wind as possible, not trying to do any pulling, try not to lose any wheels, as you see me doing right now. And in front of me, the guy that's going up right now, he actually, I think he got second on the day. So, yeah, I'm currently also behind Chris Ming of A Faster Me. And yeah, so again, as you see here, just doing the best that I can to stay on the wheels, staying in the draft. And this race is about 27 minutes long, 31 minutes long. It's anywhere between there. It varies. Sorry about that. That was Siri trying to talk to me while I do this video. So yeah, get rid of her. But anyway, back to the race. Goodness gracious, that's embarrassing. But yeah, so this season I'm trying something different, and I don't know how much I like it, just because the camera angle. So this year, I'm again trying to coming back to doing the YouTube videos. I'm not sure if I like the angles, because I don't like everybody's heads getting cut off. And if I'm going to be contending for sprint finishes, a lot more than just heads are going to be getting cut off. Because again, it's just a different angle. So let me know again in the comment section if you like the chest angle, the chest view, which is what we're running today, or you think it'd be better to go underneath the head unit, as you see there in the screen, which, yes, that is the Garmin 1050. And I actually love, by far, the best head unit out on the market today. I don't care what you say, Wahooligans. I am a Garmin Knight, and Garmin is holding it down. Now, Hammerhead, we can have a conversation about that one. But again, I am a Garmin Knight. So as you see right now, I'm on my race bike, which is the Chapter 2 Coco, which is their aeroframe. And I named my bikes. And so this bike is named Paragon. That's Paragon. And I believe that means like finest quality, the best that there is, or something like that. I'd have to look it up. This race also, again, being the first of the season, and normally if you have been with me for a while, I would typically have like the race numbers. So when we see people coming through, I can call them out by name, not just by number or jersey color or bike frame. I can actually call them out by name. So anyway, back into this race. So we're coming through. We have just started lap number 3, as you see over there on the right-hand side. Lap number 2 was the fastest at 2 minutes and 3 seconds. And we are on our way. So just going through turn number 1. And again, my focus is to stay out of the wind, to stay in the draft. And so that's what I'm doing. We got riders moving on the left side, on the right side. And one thing that I noticed in this race, even though the pace was up, as you see now, we're going 25 to 26 miles an hour. This is downhill. But you see that we're about 5 to 6 riders across the road. So I'm going to call those lanes. So in this race, unlike a pro or a 2-3 race, where the pace is really up and there's only maybe 1 or 2 lanes of riders, in our races, these lower category races, you will find yourself really having to bob and weave through people, because we will be 5 to 6 lanes across the road. Like now, I mean, that's a lot of people, and that's a lot of things to be worried and concerned about, especially if you're trying not to crash. So, it's just something to be mindful of. And as you see, the PRT guy, taking crazy turn, going into the turn really, really sharp. And then the guy that's, at the 1 o'clock in the all black kit, he kind of came out a little bit. So therefore that was almost a crash right in front of me. So yeah, back to the camera angle. I do like it because it gives you a little bit more action on my behalf. With seeing my arms, seeing my hand placements when I move my hands around, seeing me grab water. You see my legs there when I'm hunkering down and I'm hammering. But yeah, I just don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I may do a few more races with this camera angle, but please let me know down in the comment section below what you all think. So as we're coming to finish up lap number 3, we are working our way to the start finish as I sit here behind Chris of A Faster Me. All right, so that lap was 11 seconds or 10 seconds slower. It says plus 11, but I'm gonna say it's 10 seconds slower than the previous lap. And I'm actually doing pretty good, holding pretty well. The only issue, the biggest issue that I had with the race was the race time. And the issue that I was experiencing was from the, really pushing down on the pedals. And you see my wattage down there, pushing down on the pedals. What I was incurring or experiencing was that the lactic acid in my legs wasn't purging as fast as I would like. Like my legs would hurt, and then I would find myself still with pain, and it really wasn't coming out. And I think because it was so cold, as you see there, the temperature has dropped. It now says 50 degrees. And so, yeah, it was definitely a cold morning. And, these people out here that are out with, no long sleeves or no leg warmers or anything, I'm very much so impressed, because I'm a big boy and I still was covered from, head to toe for the most part. But, the paces, we're doing pretty good, going at 24 miles an hour, currently going through this turn, not even having to use any power. And out of the turn, you see there, I hit over 1,000 watts just to jump on. And of course, at the bottom, it kind of gives an all tale of what I hit total in this race, this 30-minute race. So I hit a total of 1,142 watts to finish this event. Currently running at 82 RPMs. And that's something that I've been working on as well this year, with being just a consistent rider, staying consistent on the bike, is really dropping my cadence. And again, it's low cadence, trying to keep a low heart rate, because a lot of times people don't realize that when you're spinning, that's really tapping into your cardiovascular, which on the other hand causes your heart rate to go up. And again, as you see here, my heart rate is 174 beats per minute. And I recognize that when my heart is in the 180s, I may not have a lot of top end left. I'm getting better at that, and that comes with just fitness. That comes with working VO2. That comes with doing some repeated efforts to help that heart rate go up, and you to be able to recover from an effort. That's where your VO2 comes in, because VO2 pretty much is your body taking in that oxygen and having the ability to convert it to energy for output, being able to stay in these races. So again, we're going through turn number 2, and I am kind of babbling a little bit. So again, let me know if there's some things that if you have any questions, what it's like being a larger rider in the peloton. Am I ever thinking about going to the front and trying to do something different than just always hunkering in and expecting it to be a sprint to the finish? Let me know. So again, like I said before, I'm not looking for the subscribes. I'm looking for the comments. So, but if you're feeling generous, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll be here for it. I'm gracious for it. I hit, the old wickets of getting 1,000 subscribers to get the count, my channel monetized. I'm not here for all that. I miss y'all. I want to reconnect with everybody, and I want to start doing this again. And let's see where this thing takes all of us, educationally, via experience, via lifestyle, via vlog, whatever this may become. Just hang in here with me. So right now, you see I'm on the outside. We are in between turns number 3 and 4. And I'm on the outside because I do think in this course, the fastest line is the outside line. Typically, the fastest line is an inside line, but that's when the group is taking the turns correctly. And what I mean by that, as I've probably said in many other videos before, is the best line to take is outside, inside, outside. And what that means is like where we're currently riding right now, you would say, because this course is 4 right-hand turns, that we're a little bit to the left of the road. So you really want to stay all the way to the left here. And as you go through the turn, you want to go through the apex, you want to be as close to the right curb as possible. And then as you carry that speed through, you want to pop all the way back out to the left side again. What riding outside, inside, outside allows you to do is to pedal and maintain power and speed through the turn. How you hear people say no brakes. Well, that's the way to ride through a turn without hitting your brakes. But what a lot of people do is they think, let me go through the turn, let me go back inside and then ride inside. But what happens with that is, it's kind of like you're trying to make a 90-degree turn while carrying speed, and that just ain't gonna cut it. So right now we got Chad Eubanks of iSpeed moving up. He's got the blue vest on up there, and Chad was looking really, really good. And so I definitely recognize, like, hey, if I have a will to follow, stay behind Chad, and I know that he will do me well. So right now, again, we're running at 25 miles an hour and coming through turn number 3. And this year at CBR, if you look at the right side over there, you see how the turn kind of comes out. The banner comes out a little bit far, and I'm not sure why K&J Racing did that this year. I'm not sure if there's some debris or something over there in that corner, but usually that turn gives us racers a hard time, regardless of which way you're going, regardless with that kick out there or not. For some reason, that turn is a pain in the saddle, if you understand what I'm saying. Right here, we have Nero. And Nero, I believe, is out of Australia. I believe one of their main riders and also YouTuber, I think his name is Chris Miller. When I saw this kit, I was like, what? Nero is here? I said, oh, I know this dude is a rider, because I feel like only elite riders race on that team. Kind of was let down. But, you know, I just felt like that would be a great wheel to follow. And you'll see throughout the race that when I'm around him, I definitely was jumping on that wheel just because he was probably about 6'5", you know, maybe 210, 220 pounds, but he was a larger rider that I was able to get behind and did benefit from a draft. Because in these situations right here, being the size that I am, I'm not getting much draft, but it's better than nothing. So right now, as you see, we have started lap number 7. And again, lap number 2 was the fastest lap. And so again, we are performing 13 laps in this race today. And so it's really a good time. It's really good to be back racing. It feels really good to be doing this commentary, to speaking with you all once again. I missed y'all, man. And it's been hard. Life has definitely changed. Look at, I'm about to get some water now. I see just those theatrics, you know, really add to the video. And I do like that. So maybe I just need to move my camera up a little bit, get maybe a little bit less of, you know, the bike frame, and maybe just at the bottom of the handlebars, so that you can see a lot more of the top end of the video, meaning their heads. But yeah, so yeah, definitely let me know in the comment section below your thoughts of my season opener video, my video number 1 of the 2025 season. And I do have some videos that I can really drop on y'all. I have been recording some different group rides, and I actually did record my last race of the 2024 season. So again, let me know down there in the comments if you want me to go ahead and upload that with a commentary, talk to y'all again, and we can talk through that race. Right here, we come through the turn 4. I'm actually in the middle of the peloton, the middle of the pack, so I'm happy with that. But if you look up the road, you start to see that we got riders. This thing is starting to stretch out, and I'm not liking it. But I'm hurting because look at my power, look at my heart rate. My heart rate is 175, so I really can't, you know, I have a little bit, but I don't have a lot of it. You know, I wish I had a lot of it, because then I could really move up there and be within the top 10. Top 15 to really be able to see what's going on in the race and follow moves, so be it. Because you see right now there's a guy up the road, and yeah, the group is definitely active. The group is still hungry and looking to really contend for a finish. But at the same time, I'm really gracious because I'm able to sit in the pack, recover, hopefully get this heart rate down. Let's look at it as it's dropping. But again, we're going downhill, so it's dropping very slowly. So I believe it, when I looked at it, it was 175, and coming into that turn, it's 169. So, you know, just what's that, six beats it went down, so I can receive that. But as you see right here, we're down in the 160s, and I like my heart rate being in the 160s. So y'all help me out by keeping my heart rate in the 160s. If you're listening to this event, this race, this commentary, and you're racing with me, help your boy out and by keeping my heart rate in the 160s. That's a joke, because I know you ain't thinking about my heart rate while you probably worrying about yours. Again, looking at the screen, you see that we definitely have guys up the road. There's like 3 up front, and then you got, you know, there's about 6 guys up there, 6 or 7 guys up the road. And yeah, so I'm like at the front of this group where there's a little break. You see Chad going. I'm sitting behind a Pat 605 guy. And again, he's a larger body. We got Bosch going up there, moving up. We got 2 teammates of Bosch moving up. And I'm sitting behind Pat 605 thinking, you know, I'm going to stay in the draft and that maybe he's going to motor us up closer to the group. And that's not happening. And again, I love the kit because it's ASOS. You know, ASOS is my second favorite brand out there in the market today. I'm currently rocking Q36.5. But as you see right here, I'm stuck behind the Pat 605, and you see moves are going. So now, you know, we got another group of about 5 riders going up, and then I tuck in behind another larger, or another Clydesdale. I like that term, another Clydesdale rider. And so now we see we got probably about 14 people, 12 to 14 people ahead of us. And I'm sitting here, we're hitting, my cadence is fluctuating. I'm on and off because we're going downhill. I see, I can't remember this guy's name. He knows me. He said, Crit Whit, jump on. And so again, I am hurting. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I am hurting. And he tells me to jump on. And so I jump on and we're making our way. You see all the riders up there and I'm trying to stay on, but I can't. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 12 riders up the road. And I can't hold his wheel. I think he looks back and I'm just like, I don't have it. I don't have it out here in these streets right now. My legs are hurting. And but I wish I could have stayed on that wheel. We got Corey from KRT coming underneath me, which means that I know that there's another group of guys that are coming right here. We catch Chad. Chad did try to bridge over, and you see they're all going through the turn. So we're very close. We're like very close. Like we're right there. That's probably a 5 to 10 second effort to get to bridge across to that. But my legs was hurting. Like my heart rate is at 181. We're going 27 miles an hour, and I'm spinning at 85 to 80 RPMs. And so it's just like, I don't think I can do anything. So I'm really hoping that the riders in front of me can close this gap. And look how close we are. I mean, we're right there. Like, I don't understand. We're right there. Like I could reach out and touch them if I wanted to. And then even with that being said, look to your right over there. Lap number 8 was our fastest lap at 2 minutes, 2 seconds. So now I'm sitting behind Corey and I got Nero to my left. I'm like, oh man, we can, if these dudes just motor, and yeah, I'm talking about they motor. Like, look, I haven't done anything to help this. We got Salsa, I think, moving up, and we got, Big Orange. I believe that's a Big Orange jersey, not sure. Following, we got Endure Cycling up there. They're really trying to latch on to the back of that chase group. But for some reason, we are not making any progress on connecting. And we have literally like 3 laps to go, 3 to 4 laps to go. And so I'm really like, look, I can't do anything because I know if I get up there, y'all gonna get on my wheel and just stay on my wheel. Like the guy that's up front right now. Y'all not getting me. So I'm just going to sit here and my heart rate again is at 180. Look, so that gap that was like reach out and touch him is bigger now. And this guy right here, Triple Nickel, 555 to my left, he was a very strong rider, like very, very strong. Like, look, they got me hitting 800 watts, almost 900 watts out of a downhill turn to stay on the wheel. So look at this. Look at that gap. That gap got so much bigger. It's like they must have definitely had their Wheaties this morning because how did that happen? Like, it's like we all had, tacos and burritos this morning and they all had Wheaties because that gap literally just got bigger. And I don't understand how that happened. And so I'm going to give the spoiler alert now because you're going to send me some comments down below. And if you're feeling generous, you're going to hit that subscribe button. But they're literally from that group right there. There was a 3-man breakaway. So there was a 3-man breakaway from that group. On top of that group had 13 riders in it. And I'm not going to tell you just yet how your boy finished this race. So we just came through turn number 4. And look, the gap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Like they're now almost going through the start finish. And we're just like, I feel like we're back here having coffee in a Danish or something. I'm not sure. Like, I did not contribute any to this race, so I can't talk smack about no one. But at the same time, it's very much so mind-boggling how that gap that literally was like reach out and touch them. They could have just like looked back, reached their hand out, and then the guy on the front could have reached his hand forward, and we could have made contact and been back on the group. But that thing, I don't know, that gap just got bigger and bigger and bigger. So as I said earlier, every time I was around Nero, I found myself jumping on that wheel because he was a larger rider. I'm thinking he's going to pull me. And what does he do? He chicken arms me. He chicken wings me. And I'm like, no, your boy C-Dub is now on the front. And guess what I'm having to do? I'm having to do the thing that I do not want to do. My heart rate is at 179, 178, and I do not want to have to bridge. I don't want to have to do any work. This is a race. This is not a group ride. I don't want to do any work, y'all. What are we doing? So yes, I had to do some work. And so again, I had to put down a little bit of power, about to hit 800, I think, I don't know, 700. So yeah, I hit about 712 watts to bridge over to these guys that have been trying to bring that group back. And here's Triple Nickel to my right, and so he comes underneath and lays some down. And so again, I just follow, right? So that little bit of work to catch Corey and to catch the guy in the black Pedal Mafia kit with the green, turquoise green or sage green helmet, I caught them and I was just like, I don't have anything. So everybody went around me, and then Nick comes underneath me in the Faster Me kit, and I said, go get him, Nick. And me and Nick have been talking on social media, on Instagram. So also, if you have Instagram, come over there and follow me there. I would rather you follow me on Instagram and just comment on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I fell all the way back to the back of this group going through turn number 4, but I saw 536 and I saw 540 right here, which 540 is Ray Rivera of Evoke. So I saw these two Clydesdales and I was like, oh, I can't let this go now. I got to jump on. I got to hang in here. I got to give 10 more seconds and finish this race, because this was inspiration for me. This was definitely like G or Crit Whit, C-Dub. You better put in a little bit more effort. You better dig just a little bit deeper to get on the back of this train. So I jumped back on. I stayed in the fight. I stayed here, jumped on Pedal Mafia Navy Blues kit, jumped on the back of this wheel just to try to get a little bit of recovery. And you see my heart rate is at 180 beats per minute. And so definitely trying to recover now. We got about three and a half minutes left in this race. As you see, we are in lap 12. And so, yeah, so just like 2 laps to go, this lap and then the next one. So coming through the start finish is going to be the bell lap. And yeah, so I'm just like, look, I'm going to stay right here on this wheel because he's eager. He's still got some legs and I can ride on this. I can sit on this. So I'm sitting in the back, and I think the fiance, and yes, you heard it. I know it's been a long time since I've done a video because I know y'all probably remember hearing me say wife, but now I have a fiance, so y'all know what transpires between those two terms. So, but yeah, we can get more into that as the season goes and as I continue to do this. So please comment down in the comment section below what you would like. If you want some vlogger style videos of the race day, as well as a training video, please let me know because I do miss connecting with you all highly. So again, as you see here, I got, my 2 Clydesdales to my 12 o'clock and 11 o'clock. And I'm actually on the outside of the group. And so they slowed down a little bit at 25.8. And I was able to really get back fully engaged with this group. And that helped me out a lot. My heart rate is still at 180, 179, 180. But again, we're going through this false flat as we're coming into the start finish, which is going to be, our final lap. So as we go through this, it will be our final lap and they'll be ringing the bells and doing all the things. All right, this is final lap. So we're going in here. Again, you see 13th lap. There's 13 to 13 up there. I got my Clydesdales to my left, and I'm like, look, I'm just gonna hunker in here. And my goal is, as I said in the beginning of the video, is to finish top 20. Do I do it? You can comment down below, but by the time you comment in the video, you're gonna already know if I did or did not do it. So, I'm sitting in here. This is the last lap. This is the end of the first race of the season, the Category 4 or 5 event that happened at 0700 hours on January the 19th, 2025. And this is it, y'all. This is the last lap. So when we get around to turn number 4, I'm going to be quiet for a minute, and then we're going to talk about it for a second. So we're making our way up to turn number 3. And I'm just trying to tuck in again behind Nero, just tuck in, stay out of the wind, and then see what opens up and how things transpire as we go from turn 3 over to turn 4. Let's see what happens. So again, I'm currently behind Nick of A Faster Me. And I'm just sitting in here, just trying to stay connected to the group. You got guys coming out the saddle because they know they need to ramp the speed up to move up the peloton. And so, yeah, so we're coming to turn 4 here momentarily. All right, we're going through turn 4 now. Hey, Went through turn 4, made it through safely. Nobody's gone down. Let's see what happens. So look at this power down here. And this is all in the saddle work. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to weave through these riders because everybody's doing their own thing. And at some point, I'm going to pop out this saddle as I'm now sprinting, hit 1,042 watts, as you saw. And your boy snags 19th of 59. So in this pack finish, I finished third. But overall, I finished 19th of 59. And I think it was a great start to the 2025 season. Ladies and gentlemen, please comment, like, and subscribe if you're feeling generous. Your boy, C-Dub, a.k.a. Whit, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.